Why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome back to A History of Who. So it is the last in the series. Yeah, we've done 15 episodes since the 23rd of November 2024, and now we're on our final journey. So here we are, a new beginning for the show. So, like I said in the previous episode, Disney made a deal with the BBC to stream Doctor Who on Disney Plus outside the UK, and Russell T Davies thought just so that new viewers might, outside the UK might be unfamiliar with the show, rather than have it be labelled as Series 14, why not just label it as Season 1? That way, people that were not familiar with the show don't have to make a chore of watching it all from the beginning, which I don't know why. I'm sure Doctor Who's quite the worldwide phenomenon already, but this was to get it out internationally altogether. So, yes, in the May of 2024, Doctor Who returned for the first time in ages with a series, because we didn't get a series in 2022 or 2023, so we had quite a few gap years. We had specials, but we had quite a lot of gap years. And apparently that's what Russell T Davies has promised, no more gap years. So, Ncuti Gatwa's first season opened with a not a two-parter, a double premiere with Space Babies, the Maestro, the son, the child of the toy maker, and, the Devil's Cord. But also we see that this season had 8 episodes, where we were treated to a different adventure every week. Also, for the first time ever, I don't know if they're going to do this again, they dropped Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer in the UK from midnight and Disney Plus throughout the rest of the world. I personally like that. I really did. I liked, waking up at midnight and watching the newest Doctor Who episode. I feel like I just like that. Some people don't like that. I don't know why. Personally, I like that. I like the whole midnight thing, but yeah, whether they're going to do it again or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, Ncuti Gatwa had a first season, but of course there were 2 episodes where he was hardly in it at all. Now that would go down to his scheduling conflicts. In one episode called 73 Yards, which I didn't like at first, but knowing what I know about that behind the scenes and that, I watched it a bit better and thought, okay, yeah, I gave it a re-evaluation, because Ncuti Gatwa was busy filming his final season of Sex Education, and that's why he was absent throughout the majority of the episode. But then the following episode, Dot and Bubble, again, it was a Doctor-like episode, but the Doctor featured in it more. Also, that episode was quite controversial for its big twist, where the people that we follow throughout the episode, or the one person we follow, turned out to be racial prejudices. But that was good writing, because it just showed us that no matter how diverse things are now, there are always going to be people like that, unfortunately. And also, that was Ncuti Gatwa's first day ever of filming Doctor Who. And the fact that he pulled it off was amazing. But yeah, we then see other things with the show, like, some, like I say, 8 episodes. Ah, yes, a few things I forgot to mention while filming was during his first tenure, Russell T Davies regretted that he didn't make any sequels to classics, serials, and he did. Like I said, the giggle was the sequel to The Celestial Toymaker, the season 1 finale, The Legend of Ruby Sunday and Empire of Death, was a sequel to the 1975 serial, The Pyramids of Mars, which in that finale featured the return of Sutekh, who had evolved into this massive titan, and also he implanted a woman named Susan Triad throughout time and space, where we see a brief glimpse or cameo from her in every episode. Also, it was a mystery on who Ruby Sunday's parents were, thinking, okay, Russell T Davies is doing this whole bad wolf thing again. But then she turned out to just be, birth parents turned out to be regular people. And Sutekh, he'd been latched to the TARDIS for almost 50 years our time, since the Pyramids of Mars, and lay dormant until Wild Blue Yonder, when he reawakened and caused a disturbing noise in the TARDIS. But yeah, that's what Russell T Davies wanted to do more sequels to classic serials. So at the end of Ncuti Gatwa's first season, even though we didn't see any Daleks or Cybermen, we still see the return of a classic foe that is Sutek. Okay, back onto the actual main video now. And this was all like, co-produced by Disney, as they gave the show more money to work with, giving them better visual effects. But the season, the writing, I feel, for a lot of us, hasn't quite felt right. Like, at first I thought Disney thought they're onto money here, but after the reception that it's received, they're reevaluating their decision. Of course, season 2 is still getting the go-ahead. It will still... Season 2, in fact, whilst this video is uploaded, season 2 was already premiered, because on April 12th, 2025, Doctor Who Season 2, or Series 15, premiered on BBC and Disney+. And is currently airing right now, as of the uploading of this video. But yeah, with this Disney deal not working out as well as they thought it would, it's been up in the air and rumoured now that the show is facing the shelf. And also, it's also been rumoured that Ncuti Gatwa filmed his exit scene and won't be sticking around, which would be a shame. But of course, we've seen Ncuti Gatwa play the Doctor. His Doctor was quite unique, as he wore a different outfit every episode. Not like the traditional same outfit, maybe a different shirt every episode, which I thought was unique. But also, people hate this thing where he breaks into tears and starts crying. I think that is a bit divisive, but yeah, I feel sometimes, it's good to have a good cry. But not a lot of people like that from him. But this was only his first season, though. And as of recording this video, I haven't seen season 2 yet, because I'm recording this weeks in advance. But season 2 looks good. Of course, Ruby Sunday, Millie Gibson, she departed after one series, but would return partly in season 2. He would also be introduced by a new companion as well, named, what's her name now? Her name slipped my mind. Belinda Chandra, which people think could be related to the Sarah Jane Adventures companion. Rai Chandra. I don't know. But of course, people are saying that the future of the show is uncertain. But this series has been about the show's past and its history, not its future. So, whether Doctor Who will end or not, I really hope it doesn't. I feel that, it has potential to be good again, and they can do that. It's just, they need to stop making it too diverse. I get that it wants to be, like, for everybody, the show, but, I like the good old David Tennant days. The good old Peter Capaldi times. Yeah, it has declined in quality, but I feel no matter what happens, the show is in good hands and the odds are in its favour. If Disney decide to terminate their contract with Doctor Who and not do a third season and fulfil that contract, and it goes back to the BBC and Ncuti Gatwa leaves, well, I really hope we get a new Doctor and a new series, and it continues with the BBC, because I feel that the show, it worked before perfectly on a TV budget, and I feel that Disney may have stuck their claws in a bit too much and made it a bit Disney-ish, you know how it is. But I feel no matter what happens, we'll know after season 2 has aired what the fate of it will be. But I think, no matter what, the Who fandom will never die out, and I think in the long run it will still be going, because after 62 years it can't just end there. There's so much more they can tell with it. The Doctor has a full generation cycle. Yes, there's a whole controversial timeless child thing, but let's have hope and faith. That's the show. Because the show's faced trouble like this before. There's been rumours of threats of cancellation and stuff before. I mean, in the late 80s, that unfortunately happened, but it's too popular to go anywhere now. It's just modern fans. People have made, social media profiles around the show. They made YouTube channels like I have out of the show. But yes, it may be a new beginning when season 1 dropped. And where will the show go next? Who knows? Who knows? Well, that has been my series, A History of Who. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I have making it. And yeah, and you can watch the entire series all the way back to episode 1. On this channel, I'll leave a playlist in the end screen or in the cards above. But yeah, you can watch it all from the beginning if you wish, from the first Doctor to now. So yeah, we're pretty much up to date with it as of now. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been A History of Who. So until next time, run for your life.